can actually capture animals alive. Hang on. I don't like to kill the birds. The way he just fell over. Like, whoa! But you can actually capture animals alive, and like if you capture a live poisonous snake, obviously throwing that at a bad guy can have interesting results. Oh. I'm saying so you don't notice me having to drink water. That's the Mission Impossible theme that's been hidden into this piece of music. It's just stupidly phenomenal soundtrack. Some of the boss themes too. Oh, there's a cutscene at the beginning when Snake is jumping out of a plane, and the music is like the greatest 20 seconds of eargasm you will ever have in your life. It's like do 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 do. It's so cool. This is gonna be so incomprehensible to people who haven't experienced this. But I love Snake Eater so much, so much. And then they made MGS4, which ruined everything. That was fun. Yeah. A long time ago, I was trying to explain, there's a super sneaky tactic to this level, where if you can get onto this roof without anyone seeing you, you can actually just jump down, because that's the door, do you see down there? That's the door I want to get into. So if you can actually climb up on the roof and then jump down, you can just go straight into the door and bypass a lot of people. I wonder what they're doing. Oh look, they're actually going around in like squads and looking for me. I've just had a fun idea. That was fun. I love doing shit like that because they have no idea where I am. All the noise and stuff was over there, but they don't know where I myself actually am. So now they're just going to be like, shit, run in circles. There's been so many occasions where I've just kind of... If you let them find corpses, they replace the bodies with fresh guards. So you can actually continually replace the guard roster in a level by deliberately letting the bodies be found. So I've spent so much time just deliberately letting guys come back so I can mess with them some more. Another wonderful thing of balance, whenever I talk about balance, I immediately look at like the tranquilizer though and think that's not balanced at all. The tranquilizer gun is almost hilariously unbalanced. By the way, I just remembered, I do! I have the thermal goggles, look! You know what I was saying before about how one of the wonderful things about how this game works is you can actually use your senses to track down bad guys, and you feel like such an amazing, awesome person when you figure it out, because it feels like you're actually in this jungle situation. Well, alternatively, you can use the thermal goggles and the entire game becomes piss easy, because it just shows you exactly where everyone and all the items are, with basically no downside, except that it has a battery that needs to recharge. And even on the higher settings, this just makes the game so much easier that look, I'm holding the two items that I usually never use in a playthrough, except for bosses. The thermal goggles and the tranquilizer gun are overpowered. Once you reach a certain level of skill, it kind of stops being fun to use those items because they just take away any challenge for me. So, yeah, that was a ramble. But I was talking about balance before that happened. No, it's a related ramble because I was talking about balance. I was saying, let's try and move somewhere. I want to like take out some guys while I'm talking because I've been sitting in that spot for a bit. Is there anybody down here? No, he's not falling for it this time. I've actually thrown away my item. But I was talking about balance. I'm gonna get to this. I'm trying to just do stuff while I'm doing it. There's so many little things of balance. I talked about the whole like skill, skill versus risk versus reward thing. That's all business. But there's also like, if you kill a guy, it makes a bunch of noise. No. If you kill a guy and he's found, then he gets like... No, I've completely cocked this up. No, I remember. The balance of the game is guns are really loud if you don't have tranquilizers. Tranquilizers are limited, but actually in plentiful supply, pretty much. So, God. So it's not actually that hard to use guns and get away with it. This is kind of why the tranquilizer gun is so terrible though, because the balance of it is meant to be, you can kill a guy easily, but if his corpse is found, that sets off an alarm. That's how it's meant to work. But the tranquilizer gun, if a guard finds a knocked out guard, they don't set off an alarm, they just wake them up and send them back to their patrol. So with the tranquilizer gun, you have all the benefits of a regular gun, but also no real risk of setting off an alert. That's what I was trying to explain for several minutes. Oh. I'm wondering whether I should now systematically take out these guys. I think I shall. One cool thing, a really, really good reason to track down and interrogate guards is every so often you'll get a guy who he can show you, because look, you have this map. And if you track down and interrogate the right guy, he will show you on the map where all the guards are at any given moment, which is obviously an incredibly useful thing to have. So that is one of the main advantages to taking the risk of trying to track people down. I really do feel like I've been stuck in one corner just jabbering at you like a podcast too much now. So I'm actually going to try and go out and do things. That's just a corpse over there. That guy's in a bit of a place, especially if I don't want to use my incredibly overpowered things. Okay. Solution time. Go back into the menu, grab one of my rotten items, and hurl it somewhere he'll see. Nope. Nothing at all. But maybe we should go find out, just to be sure. Oh, careful. Yeah, you see this first person mode. Back in the old... Oh, hang on. Oosh! No. See? There we go. I was a bit worried that I hadn't quite got away with not setting off an alert there, but I got him. Yeah, oh, he's been knocked out now because I dragged him around too much. I'll just kill the bastard. But, back in the olden days, you see his first person mode, this was the only way... If you have this camera, you have very, very poor vision of your surroundings. So you had to use this first person mode to really get a good look around. And Snake Eater still has a bunch of problems with that with this much better camera mode I'm using now. But holy crap, at least you don't have to use this camera anymore. Look how terrible this is. This is Resident Evil mode of camera. And it's just not remotely fitting for the kind of game that Snake Eater became. And it was so bizarre to me that they only fixed that in later releases. It really... The PS2 version of Snake Eater, at least the original release, is just basically unplayable to me now, because I'm so used to this. Who's that? It was nobody. It was your mother. The night is dark and full of terrors, sir. I wouldn't go poking around in the shadows. Nope. Nobody here but snakes. Freeze. I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Yeah, little maneuvers like figuring out how to do the ground slam. That takes some getting used to how to do the maneuver for it. Basically, I'm trying to sum up my opinions of Snake Eater, because I've kind of rambled on for 40 odd minutes. Snake Eater is a really good game if you are already familiar with snake games, stealth games, snake games. If you've played Snake on your phone, you'll be very familiar with Snake Eater. But what is less obvious is it really is a game that has so much going for it, but it has that learning curve. It is much harder to get into than even the other Metal Gear games are downright arcadey by comparison. This takes much more kind of, definitely do not play on anything more than normal the first time, I'd say, because the higher you go, the more sharp-witted the guards become. If you've played a stealth game before, you'll get some of the basic concepts, but the specifics might escape you. Hey, Snakey. Are you being cute, Snakey? It's so cute. No, I will chase you. You're my friend. I find Snake Eater incredibly immersive too, like with all the ambient stuff, and you'll be just sitting in a pile of grass somewhere waiting for a guard, and then like a snake will just like casually move past you, and you're like, ooh. You know, the ecosystem isn't as fleshed out as it could have been, but it does still have some really cool ideas behind it, and you cannot possibly think of another game where they have all this stuff where you can just be like, oh, I eat a hornet's nest for sustenance. I forgot I had this thrush. Oh, it's a thrush. It's a thrush. Not the disease, but the adorable bird. Oh. It says taste unknown because I haven't eaten it, see? But if you ring up the paramedic lady who is on your mission staff, she can tell you about animals and whether they're tasty or poisonous. There is like literally reams upon reams of entirely optional dialogue in Snake Eater, and I've probably heard most of it. There are some very obscure conversations that only happen under very specific conditions, but oh. That was a risky maneuver, but it's paying off. Excuse me, sir. Oh! Didn't see you back there. Now, I could actually hold this guy up from down here, I think, but obviously his friend would see him acting incredibly strangely and try to do something about it. No, just keep looking that way.
Huh? Who's that?
Oh. Behold, the master of stealth. I'm not very good at playing games while talking, okay? It takes a lot more. If I was to actually play Snake Eater now... Oh look! I took out the radio man though. You can see he complained about the radio. There you go, that's a display of skill. But if I was actually playing Snake Eater how I usually play it, I would have spent so much longer. Hey! Oi! Oi! What are you doing? Are you going to show me where your bodies are?
On the radio screen.
Oh!
Hold down the action button.
Oh, that's how telling you how to skip cutscenes. That's a bonus secret. It's how to skip cutscenes. No, he's not going to tell me anything more. So I'll just murder him instead. Yep. But look, I've taken out this area now. Woo! It's mine, all mine. This is the thing, if you go to all the effort of clearing out an area, which can take quite a bit of effort in certain places, then you can then run around and find all the hidden goodies without fear of people trying to shoot you, which is nice. Snake Eater. Oh my god, if you've never seen the Snake Eater song video, find Snake Eater song on YouTube and watch it. It is, the cheesiest damn thing in the entire world. Oh god. Snake Eater is clunky, it's overwritten, it's got a learning curve, that's terrible because of the clunky controls and shit. But if it's your thing, holy shit. It's got a weirdly cheesy plot that actually has some serious moments that make you go, oh damn, my feels, oh right in the feels, and all that good stuff. But even if you don't care about that, you can play it as a game where you can throw snakes at people. And who wouldn't want that? No one wouldn't want that. Everyone would want that. It makes the world a better place by existing. It also has some of the best bosses I've ever seen in a game ever. Like, this isn't really a spoiler. I'm not going to go into like plot spoilers, but I'll just describe what the boss is roughly. It's like a sniper duel. That's almost like an anti-boss fight. Because it's like, it can last over an hour, and it's just you sneaking around trying to find an old man, and you both have sniper rifles. and it's so tense and awesome and weird and unique, and it's also the only boss that doesn't have its own music, so it's kind of like an anti-boss fight in that sense too. And there's a whole mini game where you can like, well, it's not mini, it's a menu, the cure menu that's blanked out here, but it's usually there where you can like pull out bullets and shit from your body, and it's actually quite annoying. But I consider it a punishment for sucking, because if you get a bunch of bullets in you and have to pull them out with a knife, that's your punishment for sucking. Can you open these lockers? No. Oh, no! I know what I should do to end the video. I should... Where is he? Song Whistling Thrush. There we go. I should release my pet bird, who I tragically did not give a name. I will give him a name. I shall call him... Wash. Be a leaf on the wind, Wash. Freedom. Wow. I wonder what adventures he will have off in the world beyond. Where is he actually going? he's escaping the game. He's going to a different game where he won't be nearly eaten by strange hairy men. But this has been Snake Eater. In case you hadn't guessed by now, I rather like it. Please, dear God, if you've never tried it, if you are like a hardcore stealth game veteran person, and you want a new game to try, dear God, get the HD Snake Eater and give it a go. The cutscenes are way too abundant. The controls and shit takes some getting used to. But try, okay? I didn't used to like Snake Eater. I played it after playing the previous Metal Gears, and I found it hard to get into and weird. But then something clicked. Something clicked, and I saw this beautiful, definitely not 2D jungle background, and just, oh, so good. Okay, well, I wanted to ramble on and on about one of my favourite games ever to celebrate its 10th anniversary, whenever exactly that is. It's this year, I know that. But this has been Snake Eater. Snake Eater! I hope you have had a thrill listening to me ramble on and on and on and on and on about it. And if you've actually played the game before, you have gotten some pro tips from me, like how handicapping yourself can make the game more entertaining if you're getting bored. Going through the entire game without killing someone is an interesting challenge, for example. Hey, bird! Fun. But if you want more Snake Eater talk, I actually have a Snake Eater video review on this very channel. So you can go look at that. I'm going to jump out of a window because I can. No, I said I'm going to jump out of a window because I can. It's very hard to jump out the window. Jump, jump, jump. Pictured, amazing control. Jump, 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 jump. You can jump out of the windows. You know what? Fuck it. There you go. Take that, window. Look, I definitely meant to do all of that. Yay. Yeah. These controls are one of the things you will have to get it over before you can love Snake Eater. Thank you for watching. Be sure to look into other Snake Eater related things if you're intrigued. Cough. Watch my review. Cough. You didn't hear that. And I wish you a very merry Snake Eater-mus. What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart. But you're so supreme. I give my life Not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater. I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater. Bum, 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 bum.